G'day guys, so this is just a quick vid. Today I'm going to get the globes, but I want to explain the fog lights on the I think the WRX is the same. This is a 13 watt, like a halogen parking globe. It's unique only to Australia, and once I get my packet today I'll tell you where I bought it from, if it's all good, and I think it will be. But I'm getting the LED here, and that little one's an LED. Took me a while to work out how the lights work on this thing, because it's quite strange that the day running light's not the Hawkeye there, it's this little crappy little horrible little parking light. But you got to remember, with real fog, if you're going to be driving in fog, you do need the yellow light. The LED, so LED here is only really for looks. Apparently they're 6,000K to match this LED. So that's an LED. Now that HB3 halogen high beam, once again, the halogen high beam is going to give you superior high beam, but if you want to match them all up, the Australian sellers are not selling the HB3. I've spoken to them, and the reason is they're not lasting. So be careful with what globes you buy on the car, because yeah, the reason the Australian sellers are, like Blingworks is where I got the globes, the reason they're not selling the high beam is that they've tested it, and that every couple of weeks it loses intensity, and after they said, I think 12 weeks, that the globe only puts out half the output of the of what it was originally specified to do. Now I put on those Hawkeyes. I think there's an availability for, because this is like, I don't mind it, but it's not an Audi, where you can see there's a globe in there, and they're using like fiber optics or whatever to bring the, I think the light down. I'll confirm that with you, but this is available as well, where you replace that whole piece and it actually becomes an indicator. I'm not sure if it suits Australia or anything. LEDs also available for these, but then you have to have the different flasher unit, which is only 18 or 20 bucks, but that different flasher unit will reduce or eliminate the possibility of hyper flashing with the LEDs, where it drives the factory indicator, what do you call it? I've drawn a blank. The flasher unit, it hyper flashes. So I've bought just the LED fog lights and that. I'll let you know how it goes. I'm not too fussed about the indicators being LED. I think the benefit is LED does come on that microsecond sooner, I guess. So yeah, I'm not going to bother with all that. And interior lights, I mean, I've bought LEDs on my other Subaru, and they've blown up after 2 weeks. So I don't know if the quality's improved these days, but I'm just going to do those fog lights, and I'll fit them, and we'll check them out. So I'll put the fog lights on. So I think it looks good with the yellow. I mean, it's probably just a waste of money. So it's $100 for the two parking lights in 13 watt whatever, and the what are they, H16 stuff. But yeah, look, there's stuff on the internet really cheap. Don't do it. At least if you're in Australia, at least Australian sellers know what they're doing. They're not gonna open an online lighting store and sell shit, because they're not going to survive, really. So I spoke to the sellers and I said, oh, why don't you sell the HB3 high beam? And they, at least, they said they're testing the globes, and they couldn't find anything that they wanted to sell. So anyway, I'll fit those globes maybe today. That's the Opera House over there, and that's the Harbour Bridge. They're right next door to each other. Thought I'd come down here and make something nice. But yeah. Okay, so we'll fit the globes later. Hopefully I'll get them, and we'll put them on and see the difference.